So we are the social entertainment group. So the first platform we have is Line. So in March 2011, Japan was hit by a large earthquake and tsunami, which demolished much of their phone systems, and many had no way of contacting their friends and family, which then prompted NHN Japan, which is a subsidiary of a South Korean internet company, to formulate a solution. So then 3 months later, Line Messenger was born, which it was made to then respond to the need for global communication during the hard times that Japan was having. And Line Messenger is used worldwide with a strong presence in Asia. So some of the main features that Line first had is a chat and group chat feature where you can send stickers to kind of make messages more fun, as well as pictures, audio, movies, and stuff like that, as well as have a read feature, which kind of lets you know when your message is read. And you can form a group chat of up to 500 members as well. There's also voice and video calls, which are clear, high quality calls that can be made between multiple users, and they're free of charge because they use the internet instead of phone lines. They also have Line Voom, where you can share news and check friends' news, kind of similar to most social media platforms. You can like and comment on news posts that you create or that a friend creates. And then some other features that the app has, it kind of has evolved into a super app with a mission of becoming the life infrastructure for users. So it grew from a chat platform to a hub for entertainment, social, and day-to-day activities, and includes anything from news to banking and healthcare services. They also have business services. So they have ad delivery, which are highly optimized ads that target about 83 million users. And then you can send messages to customers, do sales promotions, brand stickers, digital flyer services. And there are 11 types of distribution for ads, such as on the news platform, within games, and stuff like that. So for the audience, it's almost split like 50-50 between men and women on the app, and it is mostly younger people, although all genders, ages, and occupations are on the app. Over half of the population of Japan uses this app, and new features and services are always being added to the app, kind of making it a one-stop shop for all users' needs, regardless of any age range, because you can you can shop, promote your business, read news, play games. So it's something for pretty much every age category. So one of the successes of Line is a skincare, hair care, and makeup brand, Hada Nature. So their goal was to reach new customers that they have not been able to reach previously. So they turned to Line to advertise. They were able to then successfully reach new audiences and found that their click-through rate for their videos was 2 times higher than still images. So then in the future, they focused on incorporating video advertisements instead of just still picture images. And now they have created over 10,000 new video and image ads to promote online. So then another success story from Line is the beauty brand Orbis, which their goal was to develop marketing policies that cover anything from brand awareness to customer loyalty through one channel. They were able to gain 33 million friends through Line promotional stamps and other methods. And their conversion rate, which is those who have made a second purchase via Line, was 160.5%. So then some of the risks of the app would be your ads not reaching your intended audience because of the large amount of users in pretty much every age range on the app. You kind of have to really know your target audience and who you want your ad to go out to. Also, a risk that was mentioned is it might not be good at promoting high value products and services because a typical user online might not be motivated to, say, purchase like a car if they saw an advertisement for a car. Also, not all businesses and products are allowed to be advertised on the app. Anything religion related, gambling, dating apps, weapons, or anything promoting political parties is not allowed within the app. And then one of the examples of a failure within the app was Dina Games, which used this advertisement online, and it was not successful in gaining new customers like they expected. So basically something to learn from this is to create more visually appealing advertisements. So they were then creating more simpler and cleaner ads after this, and just to make ads more cohesive and pleasing to the eye to catch everyone's attention. So in conclusion, this app grew at a very fast rate and kind of continues to add new features and options to meet the needs of their users. If a business was planning on going global, I would recommend this app. Over half of Japan's population is on it. So, with the right ads, you can reach a very large audience. A specific company who I think could probably benefit from Line is Walmart. Walmart attempted to enter the Japanese market, but those in Japan kind of correlated their low prices to very low quality. So their marketing kind of failed in Japan. So putting their advertisements online could have maybe helped them to be more successful, to kind of show what they are about, and that just because their prices are low doesn't mean their products are low quality and stuff like that. Oh, and then one of the last successes of mine was the lifestyle cosmetics manufacturing brand L'Occitane. So their goal was to use Line to send messages to users to get them to register for their digital membership cards. So their e-commerce sales grew more than 5% with Line, and Line was kind of able to save their business because this was during COVID. So it helped them to make up for their lack of sales with in-person shopping. And then success can also be measured online through surveys. So Line offers a feature for official accounts to create and share surveys through messages, posts, and broadcasts on the app. So this can allow them to like hear feedback from customers, learn more about their audience too. And then just like other social platforms, you can also determine success with like liking and commenting and reacting to the posts.
Okay, so mine is next. Topic of Pinterest, the social platform of Pinterest. So Pinterest is a visual discover engine in finding ideas for recipes, homes, and style inspiration and more. The idea of Pinterest emerged from an early app creator named Ben Shilberman and Paul Sekira called Tote, which served as a virtual replacement for paper catalogs. Tote struggled as a business significantly due to difficulties with mobile payments. So they then developed Pinterest in December of 2009. The site launched with a prototype as closed beta in 2010. 9 months after the launch, the website had over 10,000 users, and Shilberman said he wrote to the first 5,000 users offering his phone number and even meeting with some in person, when then he later launched the iPhone app in the early March of 2011, which brought more next slide, please. So some of the main features on Pinterest itself is you're able to browse your home feed. That's where you're first guided to when opening the app. And it's essentially gives you pins of people, businesses, and based off of your recent activity and searches. So the main source of it is the more you search of something, the more your home base is going to be based off of that. Also, as well as it's very known for DIY and discovering ideas. So under the search bar, you discover ideas of people, trends, and they even have a feature to where you can use the camera to snap pictures of objects to get similar ideas of it. I know from personal experience, I've used it on a pair of jeans before, and it sent me to links of clothing brands that are similar to it. As well as saving, sharing, and shopping pins and creating boards. They're well known for their boards. When you create boards, it's when you save pictures and videos to one board and you customize it according to you for each board to your liking, as well as adding and sharing saved ideas to each board to share to friends, family, and followers. And it kind of works like Instagram to where you can have followers, and the more followers you have, the more you're sent to the homepage. For Pinterest demographics, it is a globally monthly used, and it grew over 30% over year to year with 478 million to 77.1%. Pinterest audience are female. 14.5 are male. 32% of users are the age between 18 to 29 years old, as well as 34% are 30 to 49, and 38% are 50 to 64 years old, forming the age group with the highest number of Pinterest users, which is the 50 to 64 range. Germany is the second largest marketing of Pinterest users with 17.5 billion users, and 46% of US women adults use Pinterest. 89% of users are Pinterest for purchase inspiration, and 80% of US mothers who have the internet use Pinterest. 30% of US Pinterest users come from suburban areas, and the median age of Pinterest users under 40. However, the majority of active pinners are below 40. 34% of Pinterest users are earned between $50,000 to $74,000 per year, and 25% of social media marketers are using Pinterest, and 200.8 million number of that can be reached with advertised of Pinterest, and 28 of all US social media users are Pinterest users. So the Pinterest marketing metrics, when researching, what I was able to find is that it is followers driven, outbound clicks, brand deals, saves, engagement with followers, page visits, and top boards, other pins. Like I stated before, it's more so what you search and how you upload is how the word gets out about the Pinterest itself. Some successful campaigns for Pinterest when I was researching was the one that was most known was the IKEA. So IKEA is the one of the best examples of global company that is used social media to its advantage in innovative ways with over 10 million monthly users and over 500,000 followers of IKEA USA page alone. They have established a global presence. So the furniture retailer realized that back to school was one of their key seasons because students are going to college and they have both limited budgets and space. So for that reason, Pinterest sees a 36% year-on growth in millennials, and these are a massive opportunity for selling to college students. Since they recognized that college students were the perfect demographic for target audience, they started to push traffic to their website, which was focusing on dorm-friendly furnishing and accessories, as well as design ideas for small spaces. They use promoted pins and keywords such as dorm ideas and dorm room organizations to push traffic in the right direction. So some Pinterest marketing risks were the link spam. When you're on Pinterest and let's say you like an outfit or something and you want to click it, sometimes you can potentially be sent to a linked spam if the user who uploaded it had it linked to that. So on the pin from the link, like I said, the image link and even a description of the link if you insert are followable by Google, which is passing juice back to your site. Shopping spam, Amazon's top sellers or other products onto the Pinterest board created a potentially automated revenue stream, and as well as copycats. So Pinterest is massively prone to other sites chipping away at its users base by creating more relevant offshoots. So when searching Pinterest epic fails, as a company as a whole, they didn't have much of a fail to it, but one thing that was most seen by the consumers was the error of something went wrong, and as a common fail that is seen by the users, which is they're unable to load the page, they're locked out of their account or banned for an unknown reason, links not responding to users, and also potentially being spam, and the support system wait line, which consumers have spoken up about, which is, in my opinion, a fail, not as a company as a whole, but it can be considered a fail since they didn't have an epic fail. So as a Pinterest conclusion, I would recommend Pinterest for personal and professional use. The amount of features they offer can help one grow as an influencer or small business when searching pins related to certain subjects. Pinterest is a great app for all ages and can be both educational but beneficial for businesses and personal use. By using Pinterest, one can expand their creativity, business, and much more.
Hi, so I'm Giovanna and I did the Instagram platform. So Instagram was first founded on October 6, 2010 by Kevin Systrom, and it was only first available for the Apple mobile operating system, but then 2 years later on April 3rd, 2012, it became available for Android. On the launch day of Instagram, it reached 25,000 users in one day. So originally, Instagram was first known as Bourbon, and it was originally for allowing users to make future plans and hang out with their friends and post pictures. The name Instagram comes from combining two words, which are instant camera and telegram, and they combined it together to form the name Instagram. Since July of 2022, it has approximated that Instagram has 1.440 billion users around the globe, making it one of the world's top social media platforms. So Instagram has many features, but some features specific to Instagram would be their Reels. So with Reels, users are able to post 90-second videos to their accounts and showcase their any interests or ideas or likings or anything that they feel they want to express to their followers. Another feature would be story highlights. So story highlights are just categorized stories that are saved to a user's profile so that they're able to access it 24 hours after it was even posted. And their story highlights are always shown on their profile under their account name. Another specific feature of Instagram would be Instagram TV. This allows users to create longer videos, longer than 90 seconds, and they're able to create them in high quality in order to promote their content. They also have stickers and quizzes that you're able to post on your Instagram story, which allows for followers to interact with the story. It creates a more interactive environment between the creator and their followers. Some other features that Instagram has would be you're able to check your analytics. So you're able to check how many people will save your picture and see how your account is doing, along with having boomerangs and Instagram Live. It's a very unique platform because Instagram has a ton of features that can really benefit its creators. So when looking at the characteristics of Instagram's audience, their demographics would consist of 48.4% of users being female and 51.6% being male. So it's kind of split in between. 31.2% would be in the age range of 25 to 34 years old. And then 31% are in the age range of 18 to 24 years old, with 47% being in the age range of 30 to 49 years old. There's the income, or the average income of Instagram users would be 44% of households with an income of less than 30,000 use Instagram, while 60% with an income of more than 100,000 use Instagram. So a variety of people use Instagram no matter what your occupation is or what your income is. Since it's such a popular app, it has so many daily users. On average, Instagram has 500 million active daily users. Some motivations that people would have for using Instagram vary, but some would be for photography. If they have a photography account, they could post all of their photos and videos on there. For lifestyle, if people want to promote a healthy lifestyle or show like different fitness or exercises, Instagram would be their platform for that. Promoting their business, many small businesses use Instagram in order to promote their products. Another one will be social interaction. Since Instagram is used by many people, it's a day-to-day platform that people use to communicate with others. Another one would be connecting with brands and having partnerships with them. Many influencers on Instagram use that platform to make their money and to collab with big businesses in order to make their money. And then the last one would be entertainment and many more. When looking at the marketing metrics of Instagram, a few ways to measure its success would be looking at their audience reach, engagements per follower, and impressions, which would be the number of people who have seen your posts. The characteristics of your audience, so their age, gender, and stuff like that. Another important one would be active hours, so knowing what time your audience is more active at. by knowing the active hours, you're able to know what's the best time to post your reels or your stories or Instagram posts on. That way, if you post at an hour that people are most active, it'll have a higher reach, your post, and it'll be seen by more people. The last one would be likes and comments per post. So likes and comments could tell you a lot just by seeing how many likes a post has gotten and see how good it does. And the comments, seeing how interactive your followers are being with you. When looking up successful campaigns that Instagram has done, one that I have found was a Starbucks campaign. So during the holiday season, Starbucks usually releases their cups. And in 2016, they did their first preview campaign on Instagram, which teased Starbucks fans with the mystery of the new red cup designs. So users were able to unwrap the cups on Instagram story on Starbucks every single day, because Starbucks would post a new story every single day. Doing this campaign generated more views and followers for Starbucks because it was able to increase the engagement for their account, since more people were being interested into knowing what the new mystery design would be. It generated excitement from the users because it kept them curious as to what the design could be, making their users come back every single day and watching Starbucks Instagram story. Another successful campaign that they did was the Adidas Neo campaign, and the Adidas Instagram account teamed up with one of Instagram's most famous and one of the most followed superstars, which is Selena Gomez, and they created a Neo campaign together. What Adidas did was they created a contest and encouraged fans to use the hashtag #MyNeoShoot in order to create an inspired post or video. Doing this, Adidas was able to gain 41,000 new followers and 71,000 mentions of their hashtag. By doing this, it led to the Adidas Neo brand growing to become a very popular fashion brand, and it was able to become featured in multiple fashion and music icons ever since the campaign. Their success is a result from using strategic marketing ideas to promote their brand. The last successful campaign that I found was a Daniel Wellington campaign. So Daniel Wellington is a watch and accessory brand, and they often repost and post pictures of customers wearing their items. So one thing that they started doing was they started posting pictures that were taken at different locations, and they made their followers guess where the location was at. By making their followers guess the location, they were able to increase engagement for their account. They were able to increase the number of likes and comments that their posts received, because since they were posting these mystery locations, it kept their audience intrigued and having them come back to keep guessing. And increased engagement resulted in more people visiting their profile and more people visiting their website, which led to an increase in sales of accessories and watch for their company. So Instagram does have some marketing risks, and some of them would be an uncertainty of whether or not there will be user engagement. Users never know if their followers are going to be able to interact with their post, or if the audience will like what they're posting. One main one would be that the algorithm won't promote your content. If the algorithm isn't showing the content that you're posting, and it's not going to be seen by as many people, which will result in it not getting as many likes or comments or views on it. Also, another big one would be not understanding your target audience. If your audience is not able to relate with your content, then they're not going to engage with it. Some risks are amplified because it can be easier to hack into a creator's account. And then also, since Instagram is a very popular app, people are able to create fake profiles impersonating a highly followed content creator. When looking up epic fails on Instagram, it was a bit difficult to find some of them, but one that I did found was when an influencer named Scarlett London did a paid partnership with Listerine in order to promote their mouthwash, but her post ended up receiving a lot of backlash. Listerine saw all the backlash that it was receiving and how people were saying how the post was too perfect and staged, and Listerine saw that as the ad not being genuine enough for their company. The post was not being reflective of the brand Listerine. Many people were giving the post hate comments, and it was not good for both the influencer Scarlett London and for the Listerine company. In conclusion, yes, I would recommend Instagram because it is a great tool if you're a small business wanting to promote your products, or if you are a big company that's releasing new products constantly. Also, if you're doing photography and want to show off your work, it's also a very versatile app that allows you to do many things and very beneficial for businesses. And then it can increase product sales for big name businesses since they have a big following count.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa and I'm going to be telling you guys about Vimeo. Vimeo is a video marketing platform that was founded in 2004. The founders, Jake Lodwick and Zach Klein, worked for Connected Ventures, the parent company of not only Vimeo, but their pet project, College Humor. Vimeo started out as nothing more than a platform to share the videos College Humor was creating, but then it began to grow into what it is today. And the name Vimeo is a play on words of video and me. The people who are mainly using Vimeo are creative business professionals. 73.1% of users are between the ages of 20 and 35, and 33% of its users are from the United States, with the United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, and France making up the rest. And Vimeo gets a lot of its users from referral sites, Patreon being its biggest, followed by sites like Pexels and Wikipedia. Some features specific to Vimeo include high quality live streaming, no ads in between your videos, large amounts of storage for its users and creators, and being able to edit your videos within the platform. All of these features make Vimeo a bit more appealing than a platform like YouTube. Vimeo's success is measured by the view count of the videos, how many people are liking the videos, viewer impressions, the click-through rate of the videos, how often the videos are played, engagement rate, and the average view duration and finish rate, meaning do people usually watch the videos in their entirety, beginning to end. Here are some successful campaigns for Vimeo, and the first being clips from the 2013 Great Gatsby movie. They were released on Vimeo because the film was doing very well and the excited fans were able to get just a little bit more of Gatsby through these videos. And it not only brought in views on Vimeo, but it also got people back in the theaters, generating more revenue for the film. And the second campaign was Los Banderilleros, a short film that was written and directed by Vin Diesel. And it was released shortly after the Fast and Furious movie in 2009 as a short continuation of the story. And because of how popular it became, it led to the development of the next 3 movies within the Fast and Furious franchise. The last successful campaign that I found was for the Sunday Times, and it was a video to promote their newspaper to a wider audience using the video format because they're a newspaper company, and they had never done anything like this before, and the video gained millions of views and caused a lot more readers to the Sunday Times. Vimeo poses a lot of risks when compared to other video streaming services. Their censorship is pretty lax when compared to YouTube, their biggest competitor. Vimeo allows videos to be made with copyrighted materials, nudity, and controversial topics. This is risky because some users might view these videos as crude or vulgar, but on the other hand, there are users who would like that Vimeo is allowing topics like this to be talked about because on other platforms they would be taken down. One of the biggest fails of Vimeo is that it's greatly overshadowed by YouTube, which is, as I mentioned before, their biggest competition. When Vimeo was first created, it was viewed as a side project and not enough time or money was put into it. The creators of YouTube put much more of their resources into the platform because they could tell it was destined to be a success. And this is when Vimeo took a backseat to YouTube. If its creators would have taken the time to focus more on it in the beginning, then it could have been bigger than YouTube is. And instead, it is not, and a lot of people don't even really know what Vimeo is. My conclusion is that I would recommend and believe that Vimeo is a beneficial platform to everyone. You can have your videos reach millions of people and anyone can use it if you're a large company or a college student working on a school project. To be able to use Vimeo, all you need to do is be creative, and everyone has the ability to be creative. These are my sources. And the last social media platform is Zynga, and we all worked on this one together. Zynga is a mobile game developer that creates social games played all over the world. It was founded in 2007 by Mark Pincus. Zynga has created many games, but they're mostly known for Farmville, Zynga Poker, and Words with Friends 2. And the company's mission statement is to connect the world through games. Some of Zynga's features are that they give their players access to games at any time and anywhere in the world. Their global reach is 175 countries and regions, and they have developed over 94 games, and a lot of them you might be playing now and not even know that Zynga made them. And some of the ones that shocked me that were made by Zynga were Harry Potter, Puzzles and Spells, Merge Dragons, and Toon Blast. I see those ads all the time, and I never knew that Zynga created them. And all the different kinds of games they develop are very appealing to consumers because there's something for everyone to love and play.
So moving on to Zynga's audience, this graphic was on Zynga's website and kind of shows why their audience plays their games, like understand their feelings and behaviors, as well as their audience is about 53% male and around 50% female. The largest age group of users are 25 to 34-year-olds, with 18 to 24-year-olds being the second largest group of users. And the top interests of the audience includes games, video games, consoles, and accessories and news. And then their marketing metrics. So Zynga has an internal analytics platform called Z-Track. So basically they can track user actions on their sites or within their products. They also focus on measuring the 3 R's, or reach, retention, and revenue. They also track daily installs, daily new users, day one retention, and payer conversion. They track how active users change from previous weeks and kind of determine new installs, reactivations, or inactivations of accounts, and they group users by their actions or level of engagement.
One successful campaign of Zynga would be the games Farmville and Cityville. Players were able to purchase certain goods in the game and they raised money for charities. For example, if you purchase corn in the game, it would fund earthquake relief supports in Haiti. Since the game launched in 2014, Zynga was able to reach $17 million. And these games became effective in raising money because of how popular they are and how many people played them. The second successful campaign that I found was that in 2013, to promote the new Honda Accord, Zynga was unveiled its first reward-based mobile advertising campaign that was supported by Honda, and it was called the It Starts With You campaign. In the game Scrabble with Friends, players were able to earn in-game currency by playing Honda-related words. If users found the words new, tech, you, or luxury with 220,000 other Honda-inspired words. The goal of this campaign was to generate more money and to help alleviate investor concerns. The last successful campaign was in 2010 when Zynga and 7-Eleven did a cross promotion together, and 7-Eleven sold the Farmville Mafia Wars and the Yoville branded products at nearly 7,000 locations. Consumers were able to redeem exclusive virtual items in the game when they purchased items like Slurpees or Big Gulp drinks from 7-Eleven. This was promoted on the 7-Eleven's website, radio station, and online. Consumers received a redemption code when purchasing the specially marked items, and that's how they were able to redeem the virtual exclusive items.
So, oh. Okay, this one's mine. For Zynga marketing risks, Zynga's key games continue to lose popularity at a rapid rate. Zynga is heavily reliant on the relationship with Facebook, as well as the potential spam that comes with it and hacking through gaming systems and informational leaks.
So some of Zynga's epic fails were that in 2012, things started to fall apart for Zynga a bit. Their purchase of the OMG Pop for the game Draw Something proved to be a waste of $20 million. The popularity of the game plummeted and the revenue dropped by a lot. And some of Zynga's new releases were not receiving enormous growth like their others. Also, their shares plunged all the way down to just above $2 per share.
To conclude, Zynga would be recommended for businesses who want to branch into the gaming world or campaigns to help a cause of charity. Zynga offers an opportunity for businesses to link apps and exclusive deals to consumers that can help branch a business. And Zynga's audience is mostly used for gamers, video game consoles, and accessories.